So what is our definition for vertical angles? Does anybody remember? Okay, so we have two lines that are formed by intersecting. We have two intersecting lines. The angles directly opposite of each other, those kissy fish, those are our vertical angles. So
2 and 4.
Here we have 2 and 4. Okay, DeMarcus, if he gave you 2 and 4, what's another pair of vertical angles?
6 and 8.
6 and 8. Taylor?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. I was going to say Dante, but he's not there. Trinity, what's our last one? So we have 2 and 4, 6 and 8, 1 and 3, 5 and 7. Yep. Okay. Okay, now we're at linear pairs. Do you guys remember what it means to be a linear pair? Next to each other, the non-shared sides form a straight line, right? So let's start up here. Sierra, can you name me a linear pair? 1 and 2. Deshaun, can you name me another? 5 and 6. Okay. E?
8 and 7.
8 and 7. Raj? Natalie? I'm peeking. 5 and 6. Yep, we have that one. But 5 and which other one forms the line? 5 and 8. And then over here, Keena? 2 and 3. Okay, and then let's go over here. Natalie, you want to tell me the next one? It's hard to tell which ones we're missing right now. Okay, so let's go through it systematically real quick. So on our first one, we have 1 and 2. We have 2 and 3. And we have 3 and 4. There's one more in this group. Do you know which one it is? So we have 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 1 and 4. Okay. Okay, and then over here, Jasmine, I'm going to do the same thing here just to make sure we get all of them. We have 5 and 6. We have 5 and 8, 8 and 7, and 5 and... So we're missing one over here. Do you know what the other one is? 6 and 7, yep. When I normally do this, I usually just go around and starting at 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4, 4 and 1, and then I move to my next one, 5 and 6, 6 and 7, 7 and 8, 8 and 5. Remember when you're naming angles, we keep that little angle mark out front. So today we're talking about angles formed by transversals, and our objective is to be able to identify angles formed by a transversal. Our first one here is a transversal. It's a line that intersects 2 or more coplanar lines at different points. So here you see this one marked T is our transversal. It hits those 2 lines that are lying on the same plane. And then here we have our first one, which is corresponding angles, 2 angles that are formed by 2 lines in a transversal. All of these definitions begin the exact same way with that and are occupy corresponding positions. So when it's talking about corresponding positions, it's talking in reference to the transversal and the line it's using. So here we see angle 1 is above its line and then to the left of the transversal. So to the left of the transversal, above the line. Down here you see 5 is to the left and then above the line again. So we see they're in corresponding positions. This spot right here is to the right above. It would correspond to this spot right here because that's right above its spot with that line. And you can do the same thing here. Below its line to the left, below its line to the left, below its line to the right, below its line to the right. So it's in reference to the line and the transversal. Are you okay if I switch the slide? Okay. Our first one is alternate interior angles, 2 angles that are formed by 2 lines and a transversal and lie between the 2 lines on opposite sides. So alternate means opposite sides, right? Alternate sides. And then interior means inside. So if you have the 2 lines, inside the 2 lines would be your interior, opposite sides. So we see that these 3 and 6 would be those alternate interior angles. Down here, you have alternate exterior. Exterior is outside the lines. So you see we have one out here. Again, alternate opposite sides. These two would also count. And then we have one more vocab word. And our last vocab word here is same side interior. Two angles that are formed by two lines in a transversal but lie between the two lines on the same side. So same side interior, once again, they're on the inside of our two lines, but on the same side interior. Same part over here, these should be same side interior. Corresponding angles. Where did I leave off? Somewhere over here, right? You, Steph, I think it's you that I left off on. Okay, so corresponding angles, remember that is on the same position, reference to the line in the transversal. So we see here we have angle 1. It is to the left and above. Which would be the other angle that would be corresponding to that one?
4.
You're not you, Seth. So left and above. Which one would be left and above? 5. So angle 1 and angle 5. So we see that they're in corresponding positions, both above the line, both to the left. Okay, so then we're going to go over here. Nunu, can you tell me one that is corresponding? Would you like me to assist on the first part of it? Okay, so we have angle 2. Angle 2 is above and to the right. On this line down here, which one is above and to the right? I was like, you talk so quiet, it was hard for me to hear. Okay. Naya, hun. Let's go here. Let's do angle 3. So that is to the right and below. Which one's to the right and below? Yep. And then 1. We're going to do 4, which is?
6.
So we have 4. So it's to the left and below. And so which one's to the left and below down here? So to the left and then below. 8. Yep. So just make sure you guys are checking with that. So it's in reference to our transversal and then the two lines. So is it on the right or the left of the transversal? Is it then going to be above or below your line? Or if it's flipped, we do it a different. But make sure you're still paying attention to the same idea. Alternate interior angles. We're back over here. So Kevin, alternate interior. So inside for interior, alternate sides. Which one hair are you going to talk about?
3 and 5.
Yep, 3 and 5. DeMarcus?
4 and 6.
4 and 6. So again, guys, inside, interior, in between the two lines, alternate opposite sides. Okay, Taylor, we are doing alternate exterior angles. 7 and 1. So you see they're both on the outside of the lines, but on opposite sides. And then Trinity, hun, can you tell me the other one?
2 and 8.
Yep, 2 and 8. So we see again opposite sides, outside of our lines, alternate exterior. Okay, same side interior. So Natalie, same side interior.
4 and 5.
4 and 5. So again, inside, same side of the line. Keena, can you tell me the other one?
3 and 6.
Thank you. 3 and 6. Okay. Do you guys have any questions on this portion so far? Any questions at all? So first one up is we are identifying the relationship between the angles, angle 1 and angle 2. So E, what's the relationship between these two?
Same side interior.
She is correct. Same side interior. Same side interior, both inside the lines, both on the same side of the transversal. Next up, Raj, what's the relationship between 6 and 4? Yep, she's correct. They're corresponding. So you see that 4 is to the right, or 6 is to the right and above the line, so is 4 to the right and above the line. And then we have Deshaun 3 and 6. What's alternate? Are they in the interior or exterior? You're close. Exterior. So alternate exterior, you see they're on outside of the lines, not boxed in by those two lines. Opposite sides, alternate exterior. Okay, And then our next example is an example on yours. On mine it says exit ticket. It's not the exit ticket. So I'm going to cross that out. It's just example 3. So example 3. Okay, so here we're again going to list all the pairs of angles that fit this description. Once again, I'm going to give you a second to try to name all of these. So corresponding angles. So Sierra, can you list one corresponding angle? 8 and 12. Okay, so those are both above to the left, or to the right, to the right. Okay, over here, let's go, Naya. Do you want to tell me another one? 7 and 11. Now those are both above and to the left. And then Juan, you want to tell me another one? 9 and 13. You're fine. Yep. And then we have one more, Delaney. 10 and 14. Okay, and Nunu, we have alternate exterior angles. Yep, so on the outside, opposite sides. 7 and 14. Okay, over here we have, let's go Youssef, what's another pair of those? 8 and 13. Okay, alternate interior, Jasmine. 10 and 11. And then Natalie, alternate interior. 9 and 12. Okay, same side interior. Anybody just want to volunteer to name that one? Okay, let's go, Natalie. 9 and 11. And then Raj, what did you get for the other one? 10 and 12. Nice job, guys.